Folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated? Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you all doing? Just let me know if you can hear me in the comments so I can begin. Just say yes in the comments or something, just to let me know that you can hear my voice, and then we can get started on today's session. How you all doing? Is everyone okay? Taking care of themselves, having a fantastic week? Loud and clear. Thank you, James. Thank you, Chidozi. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I don't want to fumble that. Right, let's get started, okay? So, if you don't know who I am, I'm Fbomb. I've only been trading prior to this strategy, prior to this challenge rather. I've only been trading 5 weeks. This was sort of a test to see if you can take a strategy, learn directly from a man who has spent decades within a dealing desk of a bank. And you can meet him and learn the strategy of him for free as well in the Discord, which I'll post for you in a second. But essentially, it was just a test to see if you can take just a normal average guy, teach him for literally 4 or 5 weeks with this strategy, and throw him into a challenge. And I was sort of thrown into the deep end to see if I can pass the challenge, right? And essentially, like I say, it's just a test. And I am not the best trader by any means, but I can definitely show you how the strategy works. And that is really the purpose of me being here. It's a unique strategy. It's not really something that you've seen before. And it's very, very simple. That's the main thing here. And the theory behind it is very, very, very strong. Because, like I say, as TradingNut, the guy who owns this channel, he knows the teacher, the guy who taught me this strategy personally. And again, you can meet him for free as well. You can speak to him and pick his brain and ask him all your questions about how the market works and what the daily life is of a dealing desk trader in a bank. All in our Discord for free. And like I say, all the strategy content, to be honest, it's not even that much content. It's a very simple strategy, like I say, and we don't want to waste your time. The whole point of our community is to get traders, hitting the ground running. If you're having a rough time trading, if you're, not finding success with SMC or ICT or all the other stuff that's out there, give us a try. I promise you, I guarantee you will see a massive improvement in your trading. And if not, you will definitely learn a ton about how the markets are interconnected and when it's risk off versus risk on, okay? Anyways, about the strategy now, okay? And by the way, if you want to join the Discord, like I said, it is completely free. There are no payments whatsoever for the community and the knowledge. It is all shared for free. The Discord is being posted right now. There you go. And now let's talk about the strategy a little bit. Like I said, it's a bit unique. So what is it? What is it about? Okay, so there's 4 steps to success on the strategy. Okay, so number 1, we only focus on bear candles. Okay, and I say this every single week. These 4 same steps. We only focus on bear candles. Okay, so you can see on my screen the only lines that are there. Right, so the blue lines, which are bullish, and the red lines, which are bearish, they are only on bear candles. We focus on 50% of the structure. Okay. Now, number 2 is hold on, let me just. Number 2 is we focus on candle changes. Okay. So number one, like I said, bear candles, and number two is candle changes. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to look at Euro USD here. Okay, you see this blue line here? That's because this is a bullish line. This is a bear candle, obviously, which comes before a bull candle, which takes the body high of the bear candle. I'm going to repeat that for you. So this is a bear candle, number one, a bear candle, which is taken by a bull candle directly after it, which takes the body high of the bear candle. Okay, and this could be a series of bull candles. As long as it's bull candles only and not like another bear candle, then this process will restart. But this is because this is a bear candle, sorry, a bull candle that comes directly after. It could be two bull candles. It could be three bull candles that take this body high, right? As long as it's a bunch of bull candles consecutively or one bull candle, then it's okay. Okay. Step number three. You need an attempt at a rebalance. Okay, now an attempt at a rebalance means that when this line is created, for example, right, for it to be rebalanced, there needs to be a close, we don't care about wicks, a body close below this line, either within the body or beyond it to the downside. Okay, so in this case, we have this black candle. This is the attempt to rebalance, and it needs to be a failure. If it fails to rebalance this, if it doesn't close below, then that's a sign that it wants to continue in the upwards direction. And this is an example of a trade that I would take. I just didn't take it because I'm talking to you guys, right? But anyways, number three, like I said, attempt to rebalance. So we need a failure to rebalance, right? So we've got this black candle. It tries to rebalance. It doesn't close below. And so, okay, we move on to step four. Step four is the entry. Body break entry. Okay, so now we take this black candle, which is attempted to rebalance with this, and this was a step that happened right before your eyes. Okay, but we take the body high of the bear candle, and once this breaks, we'll enter longs. Okay, so that is the very, very basic premise of the strategy. That's for a buy. Okay, same thing for a sell. So for a sell, I'll show you something. So let's say here, right? So we have a bear candle that comes after a bull. The bearish lines are very, very simple. It's just a bear candle that comes after a bull, okay? And then the line gets put on the body low of the bear candle, okay? And then we need an attempt to rebalance. Step number three, we have a bull candle that attempts to rebalance. It attempts to close above. It doesn't close above. Brilliant. If it does close above, then it's invalidated. But because it doesn't, that shows that it wants to continue. So then what we do is we take the low of the body of the bull candle that attempted to rebalance. There's a break of that, and then we enter short. So like I said, it's very, 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 very simple. Okay, but at the same time, there are some things you need to be aware of, and that is something like this. Okay, morning, mate. I think you're Freddy, aren't you, Simon? But let me just show you. You're just going to have to see my ugly face for just a second. If I go on to IG.com, it'd be nice if I was on it already. But okay, right. Share screen, Brave tab, and my IG. Okay, so this is what I want you to see, right? So we go into IG. So we look at this to judge where the market is going. Okay, so we've got the German 40, which usually signifies where the euro is going. We have the FTSE, the UK 100, which is for generally the GBP because it's the UK, and then we've got the US indices as well at the bottom. Okay, now what these do is, if generally as a rule of thumb, I don't want to spend a long time explaining this because I'm not the best guy for it. We have a PDF which explains it in the Discord, so if you want to join the Discord and find out, you're more than welcome. It's in the Start Here section. But if we see a sea of blue, we want to be buying the Euro, GU, the GBP USD, and the Aussie, okay, the AUD USD, because we're looking at USD weakness, okay? And you can see this is all blue, right? And look at what the USD is doing. It's moving to the downside, okay? So generally, if it's a sea of blue or if it's a sea of red, it's going to be an easy session because you know that the market is moving in a definitive direction. Okay, so if it's sea of blue, you see the FTSE is moving up, the DAX is moving up, the US indices are moving up as well. And when the US indices are strengthening, the US dollar weakens. Reason being is because when you buy a stock, you're giving away dollars. When you sell a stock, you're you're getting back dollars, right? And dollar is the safest currency in the world. So generally, if investors are trying to take risks, they're giving away dollars, right? But then if they're reducing risk, they're getting back their dollars. So if indices are strong, US dollars should be weak. If indices are weak, US dollars should be strong. That's a very, very rudimentary way of looking at it, but that's the way that it works. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. But generally, this is what we look at to judge where we're going in the day. This is what our daily bias is based on. Okay? Because a lot of people have been asking. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And hopefully you guys understand exactly what I'm saying when it comes to this stuff. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the best when it comes to explaining intermarket relationships. Morning, Dennis. Hope you're all doing well. Every single one of you. I can see there's more people joining the stream. For those of you who just joined, if you want to see what's going on the Discord, like I say, we trade live every single day in the London session without fail. Because there is a team and we have a very, very loyal audience. Thank you very much for all your support. Like I said, I want to take this moment to thank all of you, every single one of you. You mean a lot to me, and all your support is really heartwarming. I'll be honest with you. And to be honest, it's even better to see that the guys on the Discord, the new guys, are having a lot of fun actually, and finding some sort of success with us, which is great. Okay. Good morning, Bonnie. Hope you're doing well. Taking care of yourself. How's your week, Bonnie? You doing well? Is life treating you all right? Because if it ain't, we got a problem, mate. Right, I'm going to get onto the Discord group now. I'm just going to turn my camera on for a second because I need to wipe my nose. Just bear with me. Hold on. I don't know why, but recently I've been waking up with like colds and stuff. It's just been annoying. But yeah, my week was fine, sir. Awesome, mate. I'm glad to hear it. Was you trading okay this week? Yeah, you having a good time with that, or are you struggling, or how's that going for you? And remember, it's key to be honest. You know what I mean? With trading, especially, what I found is a lot of people with trading, it's very important to be honest, and that's really the difference that I'm trying to make here. I'm trying to be honest with you guys because with traders and me in the past as well, right? It's sort of like it's an ego issue, you know what I mean? Like you just sort of you don't like telling people that you failed. It hurts, you know. Like let's all be honest for a second. It hurts, right? But at the same time, it's important to be honest because if you can't yourself accept that you're not doing so well, you're not going to make any progress. You know what I mean? Is it USA bank holiday? I cannot see that it's a US bank holiday. I don't think it is. I mean, from the news that I see, there's nothing that would suggest that it's a US bank holiday. So just double check that if I were you. But for me, it doesn't seem like it's a bank holiday. But yeah, I'm going to go into Discord right now. I'm going to speak to you guys still. I will communicate with you guys as usual. If you have any questions, just pop them in the chat and I'll do my best to get back to you as quickly as possible. Okay. It's just I'm speaking to the guys in the Discord as well. If you want to know what we're speaking about in the Discord and you want to speak to Cameron himself, the guy who came up with this strategy, the guy who spent years and I mean decades working in a bank, join us in the Discord. It's free, man. I mean, there's no strings attached, dude. If you want to learn and you want to, just give a new strategy a try. If you've not been able to find your footing with everything else, SMC can be difficult, ICT can be difficult, and if you just want a simple bare bones strategy with a very comprehensive guide on how to know how the market works and how to, know when the banks are going to do certain things, join us, man. It's free, like I said, and just give us a look. And if you don't like it, give us some feedback too, because we always are trying to improve. Okay, whether it's good or bad, we always are trying to improve. Okay, right, I'm going to go into Discord now, so I'll speak to you guys in just a second. Just going to catch up with these guys. Can you guys hear me? Hold on. What the hell? Discord's being really weird today. Very, very weird. think I have to kill it from Task Manager, unfortunately. Task Manager. Discord.exe. End task. Okay. There's that. It wasn't showing up in my like taskbar or anything, even though it was open. It was just a bit weird, really. I don't know why, but here's what it is, eh? Have I missed anything, guys? Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Yourself? That's good to hear, man. That's really good to hear, man. Yeah. Anything you guys are looking at the moment? I can see some range on the yen. Swissy not doing much. Yeah. CAD is good. Hmm. There you go. Back in a second. Right, so the guys on YouTube, okay? Remember, I showed you the, yeah, USD CAD is a buy, but I'll get to that in a second as to why I wouldn't take that just yet, okay? But look at this, right? So I showed you this setup as soon as we began, and like this formed right in front of our eyes, okay? So why this would be a setup? So we have a bear candle, okay? Step number one, bear candle. Step number two, we look for a candle change. So we've got a bull candle there, okay? And we take the body high, boom, okay? Step number three, attempt to rebalance. Okay, fails to rebalance. Okay, it doesn't close below, and that means that it wants to continue in the upwards direction. Okay, and then we take the body high to break, and then once it breaks, we take a buy. Okay, so once it broke this, you would have taken a buy, and you would have taken 5 pips to start the day, and that would have been amazing. That would have been a great way to start the day, right? Unfortunately, I didn't take it, but you know, it is what it is. I ain't too fussed about it. Now, onto why I wouldn't take the US dollar CAD is because the AUD is ranging. So there's a reason why my pairs are arranged like this, okay? So we have the Aussie, we have the Euro, we have the pound on top, and we have the CAD, we have the Swissy, and we have the yen on the bottom, okay? Reason being is when I look at the bottom and I look across, I want to aggregate, the strength of the US dollar. And on top, that will allow me to figure out, what the other pairs are doing in relation to US dollar. Okay, so if I can look at the US dollar CAD and US dollar Swiss, and sometimes the US dollar yen, the yen isn't as good for it, but they're both tanking, then I can sort of safely say that the Aussie, the euro, and the pound will probably rise. Okay, as well as that, these pairs move opposite to the pairs directly above them. So the Aussie, when I want to take a buy on the Aussie, I want to take a sell on the Aussie, I want to see the CAD doing the exact opposite. Okay, I want to see the CAD, having dumped if I want to see an Aussie buy. Okay, because then that will give it the strength to move in the direction that it needs to move in. Same with the euro. If the euro is moving up, if the euro is buying, right? If I'm buying on the euro, I want to see that the Swissy is moving down, okay, which it did. And then the pound and the yen is the weakest relation here, but for the pound, I generally just look at the euro and the Aussie and see if it's moving in the same direction. So that's that really with that. That's why my pairs are arranged like this. I know some people have been asking me why my pairs are arranged in that way, but yeah. Pete Johnston, yep, it's not a US bank holiday as far as I'm aware. And US dollar CAD for a buy, like I mentioned, why I wouldn't take that. The Aussie is in a range. Okay, so if the Aussie is in a range and we see a US dollar CAD buy, okay, is it a high probability setup? Probably not. And we're trying to take some good setups today. It's Friday. We've seen, it seems like it's a good session coming up because, I mean, if you look at it on the IG, we've got a sea of blue. So I kind of want to be buying the euro, the pound, and the Aussie as well. I want to be selling the other pairs. Okay. So let's see how it goes. Go back to the Discord. Again, if you want to hear what we're talking about in the Discord, you should join us in the Discord. Okay, it's free, and all the education and the free strategy and everything is there. Everything, and I mean, we don't miss out a single detail. You can ask all your questions. We've got a thriving community of about 450 members, and we're growing every single day. And I would love for you to be part of it. So feel free to join us. Like I said, it's free. There's no strings attached, and you can also hear what we are all talking about in the Discord as well. Okay, we trade every single day in the London session together, and we help keep each other out of bad situations. Right, let's go. So currently, I don't see anything that's setting up. I saw the euro trade, which was a buy. But other than that, I think we're going to be waiting through the Frankfurt session. There's not really much at the minute. We may get, I would like to see a buy on the pound, to be honest with you. Or maybe even a buy on the Aussie if it breaks through would be nice. Could see a sell on the, yeah, actually, I would like to see a buy on the pound. That would be very, very, very good. Got some clean space to the left, and we've got a pretty large down move. And if you look at the 4-hour time frame as well, you can see here that we were in sort of range for the entire, for the week until yesterday, literally, where it broke out. Okay, so maybe, this was sort of the range that we were in, and then we broke out of it. This low and this high, and this isn't part of the strategy, but this is just me just looking at basic price action. If you look at it, it was in sort of a range, and now we've broken out, and so it's slowly retracing back to it. Now, whether this was a fake move to the downside, I'm not entirely sure. To be honest, I'm not really that bothered. But judging by the IG and the way that the stock markets are suggesting that there should be US dollar weakness today, I wouldn't be surprised if the GU continues going up fairly strongly. So I would like to see some buys. At least right now, I don't see any indication of it turning around. I'm going to keep an eye. No, I'm not selling this indicator. You don't need the indicator. The reason why I have the indicator on my chart is because I use it, right? Because it does the strategy for me. It draws a line, but you don't need the indicator at all. And I never ever. And if you see my previous streams, I never ever tell people to buy it straight away. I never even tell people to. I don't even mention it until people ask about it, because again, you don't need it. The only thing that you need to know is the strategy itself, and the strategy itself is, you can draw the lines manually yourself, right? You don't need the indicator. The indicator was coded so that it can show you your daily progress, because we only target 20 pips a day, at least I do. And then the lines, I don't like missing trades, and so the lines, I just coded it so that it draws it for me and they disappear for me, so I don't have to sit around drawing them and miss trade setups because I'm busy drawing lines. Sometimes I miss them, you know what I mean? And if I miss them, I don't want to really miss a setup, so I'd rather just have it done automatically. So again, I'm not selling you guys an indicator. Yes, the indicator is for sale, but I do not ever really promote it on the stream. It's just when people press me and ask me for it, then sure, I will tell you what it is. It's on the MQ5 marketplace. It's called PropSense, but at the same time, like you don't need to buy it, and I'd never recommend that you buy it until you know what the strategy is about. You understand why the strategy is the way that it is and why the lines are drawn. And if you understand that, and then you think, okay, it's a good strategy, I'm having some success with it, and I'm seeing a massive improvement in my trading, then sure, go ahead and buy it. By all means, but you don't need it. Like I said, you can draw the lines yourself, and I would recommend that you do that first before you even think about getting the indicator. If you want to learn the strategy, like I said, it's free. We don't sell the strategy. There's no payment to learn the strategy. The education, the training, the knowledge, and the community is all free. It's in the Discord. So if you go into this link that I just posted right now, you'll be able to join us, and we trade live every single day in the London session. And you can go into the Start Here section, and you'll see all the content that we have on the strategy as well. And you'll be able to understand the strategy with us. Like I said, if you want to know what's going on in the Discord, the link is in the description there, and the link is in the comments as well that I just posted. If you want to know what we're speaking about in the Discord and they're sharing a wealth of knowledge, join us. It's free, okay? There's no strings attached. If you don't like it, give us some feedback so we know what we're doing wrong, okay? Because we want to do our best for you, and we want to provide you with the best value for free. And I appreciate all the support that we have been getting lately. We've been getting a ton of people joining, a lot of people asking questions, which is good. Keep asking your questions and keep posting your winners and your losers, and we'll do our best to help you. All we say is give this strategy a try for at least 2 weeks, and I guarantee you will see a massive improvement in your understanding of the markets. Yeah, we just got some new joiners from the TRADINGNUT. It's all right. I mean, I've not really taken any trades since Monday, but technically I've got a 100% win rate since last Friday. Technically true, eh? One trade, 100% win rate. Boom. Yeah, I've got 100% win rate. Proof, living proof. Swissy's turning around now. Yeah. By the way, guys, on YouTube, can you see, like, on my screen, if someone messages me on Discord, can you see, like, the pop-up in the bottom right? Or no? Have you seen any pop-ups in the bottom right? Just making sure, because I don't know if someone will say some stupid shit in my DMs, and then, that gets fucking said on the YouTube. Because I've got gaming friends, right? And you know how gamers are. They're ruthless, you know what I mean? So I don't want someone to just randomly say something and then, it just ruins my shit. The disclaimer is I do not engage or condone in any of these gamer activities. I'll tell you the truth right now. I solemnly swear. What you guys think of GBP? I like it. Got a bit of clean space there. I may give it a bump. Right, guys, I am going to be looking at pound buys just because we have a bear candle, series of bulls which take the body high, and then we've got an attempt at rebalance which failed. It failed to come below here with the body, and we need a body break. The only thing that I'm seeing is that oh, okay, we got to enter now. We did just about break it. My stop loss will be here. My take profit will be, I'm going to see what it does at 5 pips, but I'm going to be in there. The only thing that I have doubts about is the euro was turning around at this price. But like I said, there is strength in the stock market for me to, which suggests to me that the market will continue going up for the pound and the euro and supposedly the Aussie, but we'll see. I will reduce my stop as we go along. Just sort of need to see some good movement. My stop was never really it's not really a hard stop in terms of I can exit really early. You know what I mean? Like if it turns around and I can see everything else turning around, I will get out early as well. But yeah, I am. This is technically a valid setup, and I'll take this. I am a bit wary as well that we are coming up to London in half an hour. So if we're in this trade for a long time, like 15, 20 minutes, and it's still not moved, not even a few pips, I'm just going to get the hell out. Okay. So that's my thought process there. Why you're not able to join Discord? Give me your username, mate, and I will verify you. Okay. You need to go into the verify and you need to fulfill the captcha. If you're not able to do the captcha for whatever reason, if you're facing any difficulties, just let me know and I will verify you myself, right? Give me a second. Let me just see if I can see you. PJ, are you PJ by any chance? If you're PJ, I may be able to verify you. Just let me know. Also, thank you, Pete. Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate it. We also have been going up for quite a bit of time. So while this isn't the highest probability setup, it's still a technically valid setup, and it's going in the direction of the stock markets. The only thing that I would say is, as well as that, when you see a strong movement in the stock markets, etc., you can see that it's moving in a particular direction. Before the London session, you will see profit taking from the banks, so you can see retracements. Okay. Now, why these retracements are important is because sometimes, you might see a trade in this time in Frankfurt, but new information is going to come in London. So investors, hedge funds, etc., they will put the brakes on their positions. Reason being is because they if new information is coming in the markets, they don't want risk, right? So yeah, that's the only reason why this trade setup would be not the best to take. But like I say, I'm taking it anyway because it's in my opinion, it's fairly okay setup, and it's in the direction of the sentiment. May hit the stop loss soon. It has been a fairly quick move. Damn, it's gapped as well on the 1 minute. Crazy, eh? Crazy. I'll tell you the truth. It's okay. I'm not worried at all. Because if you get a loss, we move on to the next trade, and don't revenge trade, because that's going to fuck you up even more. You don't want that shit, trust me. I am still fairly confident that unless the IG turns in London, you never really know what comes with London, but unless it turns, then I'm still confident that the EU, AU, GU, the sentiment is up. But again, it could all change. If the IG, if the stock market screeners all turn around right now during, for London, then, they will definitely not continue going up. They'll just, they'll probably retrace the move from today. And there are some open books from today, obviously, that you can see that I would need to fill out. I'm pretty sure there's the Tokyo fix as well. Oh no, there is no Tokyo fix. Okay, it's been worked already. Oh man, I'm so tired, guys. I don't know about you, but it's been a long ass week, bro. It's been a difficult week, and I've had a terrible day on Tuesday was probably one of the worst days of my life. I'm not even gonna lie to you, it's so bad. But yeah. Hopefully your guys' weeks have been a bit better than mine. But I'm in no position to complain. After this trade, if it doesn't work out, I probably will set out into London just because I want to see the new information that pops up. I should have taken the UJ trade. I did see it as well at the time, but it's in a big range at the minute. Not even a big range, but a 20 pip range, if anything. So, yeah. Jigs, oh, you did the capture? Okay, you verified? Is everything okay? If you're not, just let me know. If you're not verified, just let me know and I'll get you verified, mate. All right. Jigs, I can see you. It doesn't seem that you're verified, so I'm just going to verify myself. I verified you, mate. Hopefully you're all right. You should be able to join our lives now on the Discord. Suspiciosa. Right, talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Training can be boring sometimes, mate. What have you guys been up to this week? Anyone up to anything special, or you got any plans for the weekend, or had any amazing days? Anyone had any good news, some bad news? Share it with the team, bro. Let's see how it's going for y'all. See how it's going for y'all. Share your joys, your sorrows, your passions. Do you have any good food this week? Any of you gamers? And did you buy any games this week? Did you play anything this week? I've been playing a lot of CSGO lately to alleviate the boredom and sadness sometimes. But yeah, just let me know. Just talk to me. Let's get through this morning together. Because it can be a bit fucking boring. I'll tell you that. Boring as hell. PJ is you? Okay. Let me just see, mate. I'll just see if you're not verified. Okay, yeah, you're not verified. I'll verify you myself, mate. There you go. But for anybody who's joining, just do the capture. I'm not really supposed to verify you myself because some of you might have malicious intent. I'm not pointing fingers at any of you, but just as a blanket rule, I shouldn't be. But I know some people struggle with the capture, so I'm happy to do that for you guys. Yeah. Talk to me, guys. What's up? Is anybody else in any trades? Any trades that you want to talk about? Is anybody in GU as well? Or are you in your own trades? Have you seen something that I haven't seen? Because I'm sure there are brilliant traders in the chat right now. Traders who are way better than myself. I'll tell you that for free. I'll tell you that for free. Could end up being a sell, to be honest with you. But no, I highly doubt it. Based on the IG. Pete Johnston. Based on the IG, there's I mean, it's a fairly high chance that the GU should continue. I couldn't join Discord. Young Ogre is me. Could you confirm? Sure, mate. Sure. Just give me a moment, bro. I'll get that done for you right now. Young Ogre. Let me just get you for verify. Where's my boy Young? Verify. I'm looking for your username, mate. Young Ogre. I can't see you, to be honest with you. Just give me a minute. Let me just see if you're Young Ogre. STUVWX. Why? Yeah, I don't see your username, bro. I really don't. I don't even see it in the welcome bit. Let me just see, bro. You're a newbie trader. I haven't really traded yet. It's alright, bro. You should give us a try. Trust me. You really should. If it's just finding your footing, whether you're a new trader or an old trader, you will find this very beneficial. How long have I been trading? So prior to this challenge, I literally only learned this strategy, like I said, for about 5 weeks from a guy who has spent several decades working within a bank. Yeah, 5 weeks. Literally, like the guy who taught the strategy spent several decades. I mean, Cam Hawkins, the TRADINGNUT, the guy who runs this channel, he knows him personally, and he's always wanted him on the show, but he's not really come on here. So he decided to teach some people, and I have come on here. I've not been the best representative, I'll be honest with you, but you should. You know, he's the man. You know what I mean? But yeah, Young Ogre, you know, if you go onto the Discord link, hold on, I'll just put the Discord link again in the chat, and go onto the Verify tab on the channel on the left. When you join, you'll see Verify. It'll tell you to go into Verify. You just fill in the captcha and you join. Okay, I will be able to see your username at least, and I can verify you myself if you can't do that. GU came back to break even. I should have ideally got out, but because I was sort of focused on the Discord and stuff, I didn't get out, unfortunately. But it's okay. The Euro was a good trade too. Anybody want some water? Don't forget your water, mate. Stay hydrated, my brothers and sisters. Don't know if there are any females here, but hope all of you stay hydrated. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Someone tell me a joke. I'm bored. Someone tell me a joke. Anybody got any good jokes? I'm tired as hell, dude. I need some laughter, bro. I might just go and fucking look at some memes on YouTube or something to alleviate the boredom. Because this is the worst part about trading, like fucking wading through trades and waiting for trades. It's annoying. Hate it. Because instant gratification and all that, it'd be nice. But like I say, I'm not overly fussed. If this gets back to break even, I'll probably just get out because I can't be bothered. I mean, with this price action, I'm suspecting that it will continue ranging. So I will probably just want to get out of break even. But I'm willing to hold. But I just don't think that it can go a lot higher, especially considering where we are in terms of timings. We're coming into London and we're really up high. We're probably going to see a retrace. You know what I mean? So, and we did. Like I said to any new joiners, if you want to see wait, hold on. A good-looking young woman walks into a bar and asks the bartender for a double entendre, so he gives her one. Double entendre, so he gives her one. Okay. Is there a punchline? Am I missing the punchline? This is already funny. If you guys want to see what I'm referring to, is this comment, right? So a good-looking young woman walks into a bar and asks the bartender for a double entendre, so he gives her one. So what's the punchline? Or am I just stupid and I don't get it? Because that could entirely be the case as well. Let's see what the punchline is, or if I'm just absolutely idiotic. Which I wouldn't be surprised about, I'm a stupid guy. I could admit that, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, I'll be honest with you. For anybody who has just joined, I'm in a buy on GU. I'll explain the strategy in just a second, but if you want to learn the strategy for free, yeah, Diego, I will explain the strategy. But for the new joiners, if you want to join our Discord server, it's free. We've got plenty of people showing us support, and everything is free in it. In terms of the knowledge and the community, and we hope you can join. Everything is in the Start Here section to learn the theory behind the strategy, but I will explain the strategy. For you, Ben, for you, Diego, I will explain the strategy, like I say, and why. If you want to know why it works and who came up with it, the guy who came up with it is a guy who's spent decades working in a bank, okay? And you can meet him for free and you can speak to him in the Discord. He's active in the Discord every day. If you want to message him, you want to ask him questions, feel free, join our Discord, and you're more than welcome. Go to the Start Here section and you will see the strategy, the first video that he came up with where he explains the theory behind it, okay? And I will explain the strategy for you guys in just a second. I'm just trying to get out of GU here because it's been annoying. And once I'm out of it, I will explain the strategy for you guys again, okay? I know there are some new joiners, so I will explain the strategy to you, okay? Don't you worry. I've got all of your best interests at heart, guys. I'm not selling you an indicator. I know you can see this indicator on my chart, but I'm not trying to sell you it because, like I said, you can draw the lines yourself, mate. You can really draw the lines yourself, okay? And what I suggest to new people as well, a lot of people ask me, should I get the indicator first or should I get it second? Should I buy it at all? Like, my job isn't to sell you an indicator, okay? The indicator is for sale, yes, but that's because I worked on it. But I never tell anybody. I never even really mention it to new people. I sort of just say, look, what we're trying to do here is trying to get you to understand the strategy, okay? If you don't understand the strategy, there's no point having the indicator, right? But the indicator does make it a whole lot easier for you to see the lines without, having to draw them and miss trades and stuff. It's great. But at the same time, if you don't know what the lines are there for, or if you don't know what they are, that they're not order blocks, that they're, something completely different, then you'll be able to, utilize it properly, okay? But if you don't understand that, there's no point, Okay, so I would recommend you know the strategy, you confirm whether or not it's something that matches your style. Okay, if you are a trader and you see the strategy and you look at it and you're like, okay, this is something that I might want to try, I'm finding, and then you try it for like a week and you're like, okay, I'm getting some decent success with it, then by all means get the indicator. It'll make it easier for you. But at the same time, if you're new and you don't know how to use the indicator, if you don't know the strategy itself, and like I said, you can do everything the indicator does manually. Okay, you can do it yourself. You can draw the lines yourself. It's just convenient, right? So there's no point in you getting the indicator until you understand the strategy. Okay, so I'd recommend it to everybody. Learn the strategy, understand it. Then, if you really, really want to, get the indicator by all means. But I know people are struggling with money. I know that you guys are, some of you might not, want to fork out money out of your bank account to get an indicator. But as I said, you don't need it. And I never promote it. I really don't. I don't promote it anywhere. I don't have an ad campaign for it. Me showing you this on stream isn't me promoting it either. It's just because I use it for my convenience. I use it to trade, and I wouldn't give you guys something that I don't use to trade, right? So this is something that I use. We're actively working on more tools that we can provide you guys as well. To give you guys the best experience. Okay, but again, none of this is like, it's all discretionary. You need to understand the strategy in order for you to utilize it to the best potential. And he gives one. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I knew I was being stupid. Yeah, GU price action has been very depressing, bro. Very depressing. Just an incredibly boring range, right? Hi, mate. I'm having trouble getting verified for the Discord. Sure, mate. Just give me a username. Are you Tim Brown? Let me just see if you're Tim Brown. I can't find a Tim Brown, bro. So if you tell me what your username is, I can see you, Young Ogre, now. Yeah, you're verified. If you just give me a username, mate. Let me just see. I can't see any Tim Brown, so just let me know what your username is, and I will verify you myself, my friend. Okay. What gold is doing, we don't trade gold. I mean, we can, but this strategy is particularly for Forex pairs. Reason being is because the US dollar, if you don't know, every pair in the Forex market is derivative of the US dollar. So even the AUD JPY, for example, right, is the AUD USD with the USD JPY. So it's best to stay away from those and get to the raw price action, which is as close to the market as possible, right? Timothy J. Brown. Okay, let's have a look. Let me have a look for you, my good friend Timothy. Let's see. Timothy. I love you, mate. Timothy J. Brown. I got you. Timothy J. Brown. All right. Apps force verify. I got you. You verified, mate. You should be verified. If anybody else struggles, just let me know. I got you guys. Anti up. Oh, I see you. Okay. I'll verify you as well. Apps force verify. There you go. Boom. Anti up. You are verified, my friend, as well. Man, I had a second chance to get out of GU. I didn't. You guys need to stop distracting me. I'm going to beat all you up. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do anything violent. But I want to get out of this at break even. And it did get up to break even. I just was too busy doing stuff. Oh well. There's not really much going on, to be honest with you. By way of the markets. So for the GU, oh yeah, I need to explain. Let me just explain the strategy to you guys, okay? So for Diego, for Ben, all of you guys, I love you. Let me show you what the strategy is, okay? 4 steps to success. All right. So number 1, you focus on bear candles only. All right. So bear candles only. You can see on my chart, right? You can see on all my charts, okay? The bearish lines, so the red lines, the bull lines as well, which are the blue lines, they're all on bear candles because we only focus on bear candles. Okay. Number 2, you focus on candle changes. Okay. So, well, you can see when these lines are drawn, right? So when a bullish line is drawn, what is it? It's a bear candle which has a candle change to a bull candle after it. It could be a series of bull candles, but it has to be, the bull candles has to take the body high of the bear and it has to close above. Okay, and if it closes above, then this line will be drawn until someone closes below. Okay, for a bearish line, it's just a bear candle that comes after a bull. So number 2, candle change, right? Number three is we need an attempt at a rebalance. Okay, we need a failure to rebalance, right? So what's this here on the Euro USD? Okay, let's have a look at this shit. We saw this trade set up live, okay, but I didn't take it because I was talking to you guys about the strategy, ironically. But we have number 1, bear candle, number 2, candle change, and then we have number 3, which is a failure to rebalance. Okay, now, what I mean by rebalance is the candle needs to close below this blue line. I mean, it doesn't need to, but if it does, that means it's invalidated. But we need a failure to rebalance, so it needs to fail to rebalance. Even if it wicks into it, it doesn't matter. The whole point is it needs to close above, and if it closes above, that's a failure to rebalance. Okay, we need it to close above the body high of this candle. Then we can move on to step number 4. Now, what this suggests is if it fails to rebalance, it means that it will continue going, and most likely continue going up, okay? Because, you know, where the banks have not exhausted their positions yet, okay? So what we do is we wait for a step number 4, body break entry. So the body high of this bear candle, once it breaks, we will take the long. Does that make sense? So that's literally it. There are more in terms of the intermarket relations and how the market comes together, etc., and how it all works. But that can all be learned in the Discord. But that is the very, very basic premise of the strategy, and it's the opposite way for the bearish scenario. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. But yeah, okay. So GU is coming back to break even. I kind of want to get out because London is coming. So. London is coming in just a second, so I don't want to be in any trades. So once it gets above break even, I will be getting the hell out of this shit. Because who the hell wants to be in a trade at London Open? Not me, I'll tell you that. We've got 4 minutes, so yeah. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Taking care of yourselves. Any new joiners, I can see you just joined. Can you confirm? Sure, mate. Just tell me what your username is. If you can let me know. If anybody joins and you struggle with the username. Oh, are you Diego? I got you. It's pretty simple. Because sometimes people be called like, Diego in in the YouTube chat, but then in Discord they're like Silent Killer 558. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyways, for the new joiners, I can see people have joined. If you want to join the Discord, you missed the explanation. Do you mind explaining it again? Sure, mate. I will explain it again. Don't worry. Just give me a second. I just want to get out of GU first, and then I'll explain it to you, bro. Just hang in there for a second, and I will explain it to you. I promise. Hopefully that's okay with you. If you got places to be though and you're in a rush, I will explain it to you now. Just let me know. I can see the comments as we speak, so just let me know, bro. I just want to get out of GU because it's come up to break even multiple times. It's just I haven't really had a chance to get out because I've been talking to you guys. That's kind of the hard stuff with being on stream because I want to, while I want to provide you guys with value and stuff, I still have to trade at the same time, right? Because I'm a trader, right? I'm a trader by trade, and my job isn't to. I don't earn anything from teaching you guys, you know what I mean? And that's a lot of people, like the main criticism of like Forex gurus and stuff is they make money from teaching. They don't actually make it from trading, which is like a very, very valid criticism because really, if you have a good strategy and you're teaching it, why aren't you using it to make money? Well, if it worked, you'd be using it, right? That's really the criticism that people say. But yeah, Bonnie, just give me a few minutes, bro, and I promise you I will explain it to you. But yeah, that joke that somebody made, sorry, I just need to go back to that. A good-looking young woman walks into a bar and asks the bartender for a double entendre, so he gives her one. I get the joke now. I understand it. Just because Pete Johnston, thank you very much, he explained it to me. And he gives her one. Makes sense. Makes sense. Because double entendre means like double meaning and, gives her one. You know what I mean? Yeah. We have been getting a ton of support from you guys as well. I appreciate every single one of you, all of you guys' support. But what I would highly recommend is ask plenty of questions you know, everything is there. All the content is there. Just go through what's in the start here section. I guarantee you will know pretty much all that you need to continue in the markets with this strategy. Okay, I promise you, you'll do a lot better than before. GU not wanting to go in my direction. It's all right. My risk is massively reduced anyway. So, like I say, I am just a bit wary that London is about to start, but at the same time, you know, there you go. London is about to start right now. If it comes up to break even, I will get out because it's not. We're just in a range, bro. I mean, look at GU. Look at it. It's just been in a god awful range for the week that it had only broken out yesterday. It's just been terrible. It's not been a very healthy London sessions as of late. They've been quite boring. Yesterday I made 20 pips, but you know, that was by like a fairly good trade on the UJ alone. Like it wasn't multiple trades because I spent maybe 2 hours doing pretty much nothing at all on the charts yesterday, and then we saw a good setup on the UJ. I took it, and it went pretty good. Because generally, when all the markets are behaving like crap, UJ tends to do okay. At least in my opinion, anyway. I don't know about you guys, but yeah. I'm going to have a look at the IG, have a look at the stock markets and see. Oh, yeah, the stock markets have opened very, very bullish. Okay. So I am expecting to see a rally, but again, this could be just a fake move to begin the London session. I've seen it plenty of times where it just opened and it just retraces, but with everything being considered, I'm not sure at the moment. The markets have been pretty mixed this week, and it's not been the best. Could be hitting stop loss soon. Again, I'm not afraid of it. I'm really not bothered. It's just I wanted to get out break even, but I couldn't, and you guys saw it. Like I was trying to explain everything to you guys at the time, but it is what it is. I'm not that bothered, man. Fuck it. We'll see some good setups today anyway. I'm sure we will. I mean, worst case scenario, we'll see some nice sells. See some pretty good sells, in my opinion, if we have a move down. Because if this has all been false move and we're going to reverse now, we can get some pretty good sell setups to the low of the day. But again, this could also just be a false move to begin the London Open. I'm not sure. Like I say, new information has just come in, so we'll see how things behave. Swissy moving up. I wouldn't be surprised if that continues up. Right, come on, take me out, GU. There we go. We're out of GU, a stop loss. That was a 9 pip stop loss there. And that just took me out. My apologies, guys. Like I said, I wanted to get out break even, but I just couldn't. I saw it come to break even after the fact, but then I'd look at it like a second too late, like an idiot. Anyways, let's explain the strategy to you guys, right? Yeah, I did feel a lot of difficulty at first, but it is a very simple strategy, and that's why I started trading like literally before this challenge, maybe about 5 weeks before that. I did have previous experience with other strategies, but like I said, they weren't really that in depth as this one. I never really committed myself to anything, you know what I mean? So yeah. But the strategy, 4 things. Bear candles only. So you can see my chart. We only focus on bear candles. So the lines that are drawn, they're only on bear candles, okay? Number 2 is we focus on candle changes. So for a bearish line, it's a bear candle that comes after a bull. And for a bullish line, it's a bear candle that comes before a bull, which takes the body high. For number 3 is we need an attempt at a rebalance, meaning that for this bear candle here, we need a bear candle over here, which attempts to rebalance. And by rebalance, I mean it attempts to close below. It obviously doesn't close below, and that shows the willingness to continue. Okay, and step number 4 is a body break entry. So now that this bear candle is printed and it failed to rebalance this one, we can take the body high of this candle for it to move up. Okay, and we'll take a buy at the break here. Okay, that's an example of a trade. The UJ seems like it's on another one of those days where it's just going to continue up, which is pretty good. But yeah, hopefully that explains strategy to you. It's very, very simple, like I say. But yeah. I would now like to see some sells on the EU, GU, AU. Man, I'm hungry. I don't know about you guys. But yeah, if we get a bull candle on the EU and GU, I will be looking to sell. I think it'd be very, very good to sell setup. London seems to have changed the sentiment a little bit, or at least they're a bit mixed at the moment. So if we see some dollar strength picking up, which I can see right now, based on the US stock markets moving down, I would be looking to sell. Let me just show you my trade. Yeah, just so I can, full transparency, my entry was here for anybody who's newly joined, and my loss was there, just so you guys can see. Because I don't want you guys thinking, oh, you know, this guy's fucking a machine. He's not. He doesn't take any losses. Obviously, I take losses. You know, I'm not. I'm by no means the best trader. No means at all. But my job here is to show you guys that this is a very simple strategy, and I hope you give us a try. I hope you join us in the Discord and you see, you know, what we're trying to do for the community. You know what I mean? That's really all we want to do. Good to see a sell setup. So we got a bear candle. We've broken below here. We've got a bear candle which comes after a bull. Red line is there. We've got an attempt to rebalance if this bull candle prints and it doesn't close above here. I highly doubt it's going to close above there, but yeah, I would like to sell if it breaks below. Which would make sense to me because the DXY I can see is moving up. Stock markets are sort of reversing now, though, from that bearish London Open. Well, it was bullish, but the stock markets for the US indices are moving down, causing strength in the DXY. And since there's strength in the DXY, you know, obviously anything that is against the USD will move down. Let's see how this goes. Like I said, I am looking to sell the euro and the pound if this sets up. I think it's a fairly okay setup. It's not that bad anyway. At least for me, seems okay. Quite like it. Just the same, this is why I wanted to get out of GU before London. You can see sort of, you know, plummeted and then moved up quite strongly now. But I think that I'm not predicting anything, but I'm from the UK, bro. I'm from England. I was born here. I live here all my life. The DXY is, well, the stock markets are moving down now. The DXY is probably lagging. It's probably going to continue up, and then we're going to see it move down, I think, personally. I think we should see strength coming in the DXY soon. I'm not entirely sure, though. I wouldn't bank on that just yet. It's a bit confusing at the minute. So, yeah. Right, okay. So the GU has had a massive retracement. Makes me a bit nervous for the euro, but the euro does seem a little bit weaker. The DAX is moving up. The stock markets are not really doing much at the minute, actually. However, the DXY had a bear candle. So let's just see how this plays out. I want to see what the US dollar CHF is doing at the same time. Massive wick there, so I don't really want to get involved in that. Let's see. Yeah, we could be just continuing up now. Could have just been the false move to start of London. It's a downside. Like I said, and remember what I mentioned in Frankfurt, you see some profit taking, so you see a retracement before London, and then London generally you'll see like a real move. Oh, guys, I'm tired as hell, man. I'm telling you the truth. Tired as hell. Don't even know why. I mean, actually, I do know why. I didn't really sleep that well last night. But yeah. Kev, I'm on Discord. I got you, buddy. Hold on. Let me find you, Kevin. There you are. So anybody else who wants to join the Discord, like I say, is free and you want to learn the strategy, everything there is free in terms of the knowledge, community, and having access to Cameron, the guy who spent years working for banks. I would highly recommend you join and have a look at what we're trying to do for the community there. So UCAD, while this might be a setup, is very strange to me because the US dollar CHF is going down. So, yeah, not entirely sure. We've got a mixed market at the minute, so I just want to be a bit cautious. Yeah, me too. 4 a.m. here. Where are you from? Which country are you in? 4 a.m. That's about, it's 4 hours before. So where would you be? Like America? Or trying to think. Where do you live? What country are you in? Oh, Euro's setting up. Right, guys. So I just entered the Euro sells. Reason being, I'm just going to explain the entry now. We've got a bear candle after a bull, so that's our origin. It's a candle change. We're going to attempt a rebalance, which tried to close above. I'm going to put my stop and the book there. And we failed to close there, and so that's our failure to rebalance, and then we broke below that. That's a body break entry. So those are the 4 steps there. Like I said, I'm trying to take some technical entries so that you can see what the technical strategy is. And also, the reason why I entered as well is because on the IG, so on the stock market screeners, I can see that the stock markets are moving down, the US indices. And so I'm expecting US dollar strength, and I can see that DXY is moving up as well. And if you look at the US dollar Swiss, the Swiss should be moving up right now, which it is. It wicked into it and it moved up. So I am fairly confident that the euro will follow suit and move down as well. Okay, so I'm in the euro right now. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Brazil. Oh, okay. Brazil. That's a really cool country. I know a lot of, I know a little bit about Brazil, and you know, I've met someone from there, and they always used to tell me how they would go to like shamans. I don't know if you know. You probably do know what they are, but like medicine healers, but with DMT, which is like a drug. That's about as much as I know, really. So not really a lot, but it's something, right? But yeah, Brazil is a cool place, bro. It's fucking huge, though, isn't it? Huge. How is it over there, though? Like, do you guys like do you guys have like okay living conditions, or because I know that some places struggle, and there's like inequality in wealth, but you guys have wealthy areas, right? Or like middle class and stuff, you know? Like I said, I'm in Eurocells, so is anybody in the Eurocells? Yeah, is anybody else in them? I was just asking because I'm just talking to the guys on stream, so I'm muted here a lot, and I don't hear you. Ah, okay, yeah, fair enough. Cheers. How many pips does my take profit? It's about 7 pips, but when it gets to 5 pips, I will reevaluate the trade. Usually, when it gets to 5 pips, I don't really want to be involved. You know what I mean? But my take profit is about 7 pips exactly, like literally exactly 7 pips. So yeah. It's just because I can see dollar strength coming in, and so obviously I'd expect a euro weakness, and that's just by looking at the stock markets. Like I can see on the stock markets that the dollar, well, the US indices they were moving down, and the dollar was moving up. Now the stock markets are moving up, so I'm expecting the dollar to move down. So what I'm going to do is one of them has to give way, so I'm just going to wait and see. I'm going to reduce my stop loss by just a little bit to the high. I don't take any partials, obviously, because I'm a scalper, right? So there's no point. Like, what am I going to take partials on? 2 pips? You fucking kidding me? You know what I mean? Not that anybody asked about it. I'm just saying, like, some people do ask sometimes. Like, I mean, if you want to try and make this strategy, like, I wouldn't try and modify the strategy into something that it isn't. You know, it's not a swing trading strategy or anything. It is purely just scalping, and it's with a very, very strong base. Okay, we're at 5 pips right now. Let me have a look at the markets and stuff. Okay, it's probably a good idea to get out in just a second. Okay, I'm getting out now. Boom. So that's about 5.5 pips right there. Boom. Right, I've got an out of you. Got 5 pips. Well, 5.5. I'm just going to go back to speaking to the guys on YouTube. I'll be back. Right, so to all the guys on YouTube, okay, I know some of you might have joined. I took a loss on the GU to start the day, but it should have been break even. I just didn't get out because I was talking to you guys. Again, I'm not blaming you guys, all right? Or maybe I fucking am, you know, I fucking hate all of you. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, like, I was supposed to get out at break even, right? But I didn't because, you know, I was trying to explain stuff to you. This would have hit my full take profit. So if you held that, you would have been fine. Hopefully you guys got in and you took the trades. I know some of you did, which is awesome. I'm proud of you guys. I fucking love all of you. Do I always do one-to-one? So I'll get to TP and SL. They're a bit more complicated, but I'll tell you in just a second, okay? But let me explain the entry to the guys who've just joined, because I know a few people have just joined, right? By the way, if you want to join the Discord, like saying you want to learn the strategy, which I'm about to explain to you for free with all the theory behind it and everything from a guy who has spent decades within a bank, join the Discord right there. Putting it in perspective, my friend, I will explain to you in just a second, okay? There is no best pair, but there are some best pairs to trade. But anyways, let's get to my entry on the Euro, okay? So for the guys who just joined, the reason why I entered the Euro is very simple, okay? 4 steps, remember? 4 steps. I'm wired this morning. So we have the bear candle, okay? That's step number 1. We only focus on bear candles. So if you look at these lines on my chart, you can see that the bullish lines and the bearish lines are both only on bear candles, okay? Number 2, candle changes. So look at these bear candles with the lines on them, okay? For the bearish one, it's a bear candle that comes after a bull. Very simple. For a bullish line, it's got a bearish candle that comes before a bull or a series of bulls. So multiple bull candles, which takes the body high of the bear. Okay, you can see this bull candle took the body high, right? Okay, or let me find another example for you. So over here, you can see this bear candle. It had multiple bull candles, which took the body high. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Okay, so those are 2 things, right? That's number 2, candle change. Number 3 is we need an attempt to rebalance. So what do we have here? So we have step 1, bear candle. Step 2, candle change. So we have the bearish line. Okay, because it's a bull bear. It's a bear that comes after a bull. Okay. Then we have an attempt at a rebalance. So a candle that attempts to close within the body, or beyond the body of the original candle. Okay, so this is the original candle. We have a bull candle that attempts, well, it prints, but it doesn't print above here, so it's not invalidated. Okay, the setup is now valid. It's now a sell setup. Okay. Because it doesn't close here, that shows us that the market is willing to continue downwards. So we can move on to step 4. After failure of rebalance, we need the entry, okay? So how do you enter this fucking strategy? So you get this bull candle, the bottom of this bull, the body, yeah? You want a break of the body in order to enter shorts. And Bob's your uncle. Okay, so let's go through on the Euro. So we have bear candle, which comes after a bull. So there you have your step 1 and step 2. You have an attempt at rebalance because this bull candle attempted to close above here, but it did not close. Even if there was a wick there or there's no wick, we don't care about wicks. We only care about bodies. Okay, so it didn't close above there. So that's step number 3. And then step number 4, we have a body break entry. We closed. I mean, we broke below here and we entered short. My take profit was there, but I got out early just because the markets are a bit confusing today, and I don't really want to take too many risks. Okay, but there you have it. That's really about it. You just joined, but you made the same trade that you just did. Awesome, mate. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I hope you profited off of it. And everybody else who took the trade, I know. JP took the AUD, USD, and the Euro as well. Fucking hats off to you, my friend. Now, going back to your question, I haven't forgot about you, Mr. Pete, Mr. Johnston. So for take profits, right, they can be variable. Sometimes, you can go from taking... I generally, for my first few trades of the day, I try to aim for 5 pips. Okay, reason being is because I like to create a buffer. And then later on, I may take a bit more risk with the house's money. Okay, so if I take a trade and I win a couple of trades and I hit 5 pips pretty easily, then all is Gucci. I'll take some more risk. But at the same time, I keep my take profit open. It's just... and I put it a bit further beyond, because sometimes you'll enter a trade and it'll just fly, right? It'll just go super quick. And you want to make the most out of those trades, right? Because who doesn't like it when a market just fucking moves, right? So in those cases, I keep my take profit open because it just keeps going. It just keeps going, right? But in those cases as well, when it gets to 5 pips and it just stalls and it just starts, it shows a little bit of a rejection. Then you look at the stock markets and the stock markets are not moving in the direction that would suggest that the Forex market should move. Then in that case, I would probably just get out. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you can get out with a small loss, a small win. It's not always at take profit. It's not always at stop loss as well. It was my fault. That was my mistake on the GBP USD, and I will fully admit to it. It was my mistake on the GBP USD to hold. I shouldn't have. I should have just got out early, even if it wasn't above break even, because it did hit break even, and at that point I should have just got out. But that was my fault. Okay, and hopefully you guys understand that. But there you go. And like I said, if you want to learn the strategy for real, you want to learn the theory behind it and the intermarket relationships and how you can spot. And listen, guys, if you don't like the strategy, right, even if you do join, you will learn a lot of the intermarket relationships and how stock markets affect, currencies, and how you can look at the stock markets and see and determine a daily bias for the day. Okay, so just join us. It's free. All the knowledge is free. The community is free. And, like I said, you will gain a lot of benefit from it, in my opinion. And a lot of people have been. A lot of people have been joining us and finding a lot of success with us, even the new members, which is awesome. And I'm really happy for you guys. And I hope you guys can can find some success in everything that we do. And like I said, we trade every single day. So on TradingNut, I only trade Mondays and Fridays, but on Discord, I trade with the team. So we're discussing, we're talking, and you can learn a hell of a lot from all of us as we speak in the Discord every single day in London session. And we also do New York sometimes, and we do Asian sometimes as well. Not as often, but London is every day without fail. Okay, no matter what. So there you go. Hopefully you guys join us and give us a chance. I would really appreciate you guys joining us and getting us to 500, you know what I mean? Because we're at 493, so thank you all for the support. I appreciate every single one of you. We couldn't have done it without you. And like I said, I really, really, really appreciate every single thing that you guys say about us, to us, all the questions that you guys ask and joining us. We've got a loyal following in the live trading sessions every day. We always average 45, 47. We sometimes, a lot of the time we hit the limit of 50 people because we're only really allowed 50 people because we need to boost the server and then we can have more. We're at 46 right now, so if you guys want to be part of the audience and you want to hear everything that we're saying, join us below in the Discord, like I say, and you will be able to see everything that we're speaking about, my friends. Anyways, it is a mixed market right now. I don't really want to take too much risk. I'm just having a look at everything. Stock markets are moving down now, so I'm expecting DXY strength, which ties in with the pound and everything. I may take some pound sells. It'd be pretty good. So to all the new guys joining, I took a trade on the pound. That was a loss in the morning. I should have gotten out break even, but I was just really busy explaining things to everybody, and I saw it come back to break even, but then it would sort of flick below, and I wouldn't have time to get out. And I was a bit stubborn about it. That was my fault. That was my mistake. Just an example. And then London came. I wanted to get out before London, but I didn't. I held it, and then London sort of stopped me out. And yeah, that was my fault, like I say, and that was nobody's fault but my own. And then the Euro trade, we had a good trade. This was a perfect trade in the London session 10 minutes ago. You know, we had a bear candle, bull candle that attempted to rebalance. It failed to rebalance, and then we had a break below for our entry, and then boom, that was 6 pips. I should have taken it to my take profit. It went exactly to it, literally to the pip. But yeah, I may be seeing some sell setups on the pound now. I would very much like to take them. It would be pretty good to take because I can see some US dollar strength, and I'm predicting the US dollar to strengthen because I can see the stock market starting to fall now. So I would like to see stock markets. No, I'd like to see the forex pairs move to the downside on GU, Euro, and the Aussie dollar. The CAD did actually turn out as a good trade, sadly. I didn't take that because it looked a bit suspicious at the at the beginning. Which stocks are you looking at? Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you in just a second. Let's wait and see if pound sets up. And then, okay, yeah, probably will. Let's go into the stocks. All right. You have to just see my ugly face for a second. Share screen. IG trading platform. Okay. So I need to pay attention to this on the left here. Okay, this little bit here, the shaking in a minute. Okay. So when this is a sea of blue, that shows that consumerism is on point. You know, commodities are on point. So I want to see the Aussie moving up. I want to see the pound moving up, and I want to see the euro moving up, and I want to see dollar weakness. Okay, so this is everything that's here. You can take a screenshot of that right now, and obviously there's bonds at the bottom too, because bonds are inversely proportional to inversely correlated to interest rates. Okay, so if bond rates are low, interest rates are higher, and vice versa. Okay, but essentially, what you want to figure, what we're essentially figuring out is what is the US dollar doing? Are we risk on or risk off? Okay, because the safest currency is the US dollar in the world. So when investors don't want to invest in stocks, they don't want to take risks, they'll have their money in the US dollar because it's the safest currency, right? So then the US dollar would go up. So if stocks are weak, dollar goes up. If stocks are strong, dollar goes down. Okay, because when you put risk into when you buy a stock, right, you're giving away your dollars. If you're selling a stock, you're getting back your dollars. So if you're getting back dollars when you sell a stock, you know, stocks will get weaker, but the dollar value will get stronger. Okay. So generally, what we would like to see is if it's a sea of blue, right? If it's blue, if the change in the change column, right? If it's all blue, then we want to see the dollar weaken. But also we're looking at it relatively, which is why I have these charts open right now. So I've got the DAX, I've got the FTSE, and the main ones for the US dollar is the indices, okay? So US 100, US 500, etc. So you can see that the US stocks are moving down, which would indicate to me that the dollar will go up. So I'm trying to sell the pound, okay? So let's go back to the charts. See my ugly face again. And now we can see the 94. But yeah, I would like to sell the pound. I would actually also like to buy the UJ. The UJ is great. I'm buying the UJ right now. I quite like the breakout, and generally on the UJ, when you see a move, it will just continue going. It's great. So I'm just going to take a little bit on that as well. And there is a gap that it's filled. We are at a high, but I do like the way that that's playing out. And to be honest, with the UJ, when it moves, it'll just keep going, don't it? So, okay, now I'm preparing to sell on the pound. Just getting ready. Reason being, we have a bear candle after a bull, and then we have a bull which tries to rebalance. It's failed, and now we need a break below in order to enter. So once it breaks this candle, I will get in. If it breaks this candle. It's not quite. Yeah, so it didn't break it, it just wicked it. So I'm not going to get in just yet. Like I said, I'll only get in if it breaks, and it breaks considerably strong. Because if it's just a meek little shitty break, then I'm not going to get in, you know what I mean? Let me just have a better stop on my UJ, just because I don't want it below that. Probably put it here. I think this will be a better place for it to be. Then I'll reevaluate it as we go along. The UJ did fill out the gap. I should have considered this red line here. That was the gap fill. That was my fault. I didn't see that, but it is what it is. I am trying to... Okay, yeah. So the pound has sort of reversed from that point. Thank God I didn't get in. I mean, it didn't break it anyway, so it's not an entry, but, you know, there you go. If it breaks it, though, now, I will still get in. I would like to see a very strong break of the low so I can get in to some sells. Because I am seeing dollar go up. How do you join the Discord? So if you click on the link, you click the invite. So if you go into this link here and you go into verify, if you go into the verify channel on the left, you click the link that it gives you, you fulfill the captcha, and then you join. If you can't do that, if you're struggling, just give me just give me your username, and I'll be able to verify you once you've joined the Discord itself. Okay. Yeah, the pound did not set up. It's moving up, and that's pushing the UJ down as well. But like I say, I do like the UJ because it tends to just move in one direction, like unidirectional most of the time when it's not ranging. Like when it breaks out of ranges, it'll just keep going most of the time. But we are multiple legs in. I did not consider that. I sort of jumped in pretty quickly just because I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time. I can manage the Discord and everything and talk to you guys and all that. But yeah. Like I say, I'm still looking for sells on the GU. If it does not close above here and then breaks down, I will take that. I think it would be a very, very good trade setup, personally. But right now, we seem to be in a bit of mixed markets, right, guys? So I'm not going to take too much risk. I am seeing the dollar weaken a little bit. So I'm not trying to take too much risk going into the market. You know what I mean? I'm trying to reduce my risk, if anything, in markets like this, when I can see that the stock markets are starting to reverse and become a mixed bag of results rather than one direction. I would like to see it. Yeah, I'm going to reevaluate this trade once it gets back to break even if it does. If not, like I said, I will hold just because I feel like my stop loss is fairly placed. I wouldn't want to put it right down here because that would be way too big. It would just ruin things. So, you know, there's no point there. Trying to see if there's any other setups that I can see. Nothing that I can see off the top of my head, so I'm not really going to be interested in anything as of now. I do like the Aussie. However, everything else isn't really going with it. Rap battle. Remember, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Keeps me awake. I'm just dying over here. Meanwhile, Diego is struggling as well. It's 4 a.m. over there, mate. I don't know how you're awake, but you know, props to you. Hats off to you, my friend. Hats off to you. The dedication is real, man. Waking up at 4 a.m. to trade. Whew. Telling you. I wouldn't be able to do that. I struggle waking up at 7 to do this shit. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Jesus Christ. US stock market, well, US indices are moving down now, so thanks I joined. Perfect, bro. I'm glad you joined, and I hope you find a lot of value there. Ask all your questions, and we're very happy to have you. We're at 495, guys. So if you want to join and get us to 500 and see if this is really for you, I would highly recommend joining us. Like I said, it's free. I love you all, and I love all your support and your appreciation and your kind words. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope that you find value in it as much as all the others have been as well. So let's reevaluate this trade on the UJ. Is it worth staying in? Probably not, simply because the US dollar, I mean, we filled a gap on the UJ, so you can see this gap over here, right? So if you come back to Monday, the Monday opening gap, right? You can see that, let's see, where is it? It filled it literally to the pip, and I entered after it filled it, so that's my bad. I shouldn't have done that, right? So I'll probably get out in just a second. Unless I miss my opportunity to get out like I did on GU. So the UJ tends to do it tends to act a lot differently to the other USD pairs, simply because the Japanese bank, they don't really give a shit. They sort of intervene a lot more in their currency than they should. So it tends to result in some weird behaviors, which is quite unexpected. In terms of like the US dollar price action, it's not necessarily, oh, US dollar strong, USD JPY will go up. It's not necessarily like that. It's quite a lot more dependent on the yen in this case, in this pair's case. That's why a lot of people don't like the yen. It's quite boring. But yeah. Come on, guys. 500 members if we can get it. I can guarantee you we're going to get it today because I believe in all of you guys. So I know we're going to get it. Remember, guys, if you want to join the Discord, it's free. There's no payment. There's no paywall. You can join us trading live every single day on the London session. And join us in the Discord right now. Showing NZD CAD right now. I don't really trade NZD CAD, but I'll have a look at it in just a second. Is there a reason why you're shorting it, my brother? We tend to trade only the USD pair simply because every single pair is a derivative of the US dollar. It's just best to stay with the most raw and close to the price action. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to sleep after this, bro. I'm going to sleep after this stream. I'm going to be completely real with you. So tired, dude. You're using the MAC indicator, which told you short. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Fair enough. I haven't missed any setups while I'm talking about UJ, this silly pair. Not quite. She comments below on what you think should win. Stay tuned. I'm gonna put on some music for myself. I like a little bit of music, you know what I mean? I like Spanish music. De Aventura. If you guys can hear the music, just let me know so I can turn it off. Hopefully you don't interfere with anything. Right, guys. have a look at the stock markets real quick. Still moving down. I'm expecting dollar strength to come in soon. At least I think it should, based off the stock markets weakening. Right. Oh, you can see that the pound is starting to move back up and everything. Euro is struggling. The Aussie is turning around too. Right. Come on, markets, just do something, bro. Give us some trades, dude. I'm so bored. So bored. So bored. That's upon Spanish music, dude. No, I'm turning that shit off. But the US dollar seems to be weakening now again, so I'm going to see to it that we take some buys maybe on the GU, which would be pretty cool if we break above this sort of high over here. You know, if we break above there, and you know, we have like a setup that goes into it and breaks above, you know, I think it would be a good setup, personally. You know what I was thinking for a cool like stream idea, like for all of us, like I just sit on my like I just get an account, I get like a challenge or something, and all of you guys, what I'll do is we'll just have like a poll of which, like we'll have like 3 pairs or something, you know, that we all decide on beforehand, and we'll decide like there'll just be a constant poll, and every 15 minutes you guys can decide on an entry, right? So like depending on the votes, like if it's buy Euro USD, for example, and like everyone, like majority people, like over 50% vote for yes, then we'll take a buy on the Euro USD, right? It'd be quite hard to manage, but you know, you'd also have to vote on when to exit, etc. So I thought that would be a pretty good idea for a stream, because then like you guys would have to sort of work together to pass a challenge. I think it'd be quite funny. It'd be, like I said, it'd be very, very hard to manage, but I think it'd be pretty funny to do. For the new guys, if you want to join the stream, I mean, if you want to join the Discord, we stream every single day together, and you can learn a hell of a lot with us for free. Like I say, join the Discord. Like I say, it's free, and there's plenty of learning material in there to learn how the markets work, the global commerce, and this strategy as well, from a man who has spent decades within banks. Okay, and you can ask him all your questions and pick at his brain and find out the real truth about how it works within a bank. You know, and you know, do they care about your stop losses? Do they not? Well, join us and you'll find out. You can ask him your questions. He'll tell you. It's free. I would like to see pound break out of this high, and it would be a nice buy, in my opinion. I think, anyway. Personally, I think it'd be quite good. Because if I look at the stock markets right now, stock markets, the FTSE is moving up, the DAX is moving up. Now the US 500 and the US 100 are moving up as well. I'm expecting dollar weakness, which would be pretty cool. And if the dollar weakens, then we're going to be seeing pound strength. At least we should see the pound USD move up. So if it breaks above this high, this would be a setup. This would be a very technically valid setup, in my opinion. So I would take the pound buys if it breaks. If it gives this setup, this bear candle here, and then it breaks above, I will take it. That'll probably be my final trade of the day. I'd expect it to go quite far, to be fair. Probably do like range expansion. So about 14 pips maybe. Would be pretty good. There we go. Here we go. The yen. Fuck the yen. Should have gone out of the break even, but I didn't. My fault. If it hit stop loss, and I think it probably will. Like, because I got in as soon as it filled the gap. I shouldn't have done that. I should have realized. I didn't. I wasn't paying attention to where the line was on my screen, where the gap is, and I didn't realize I'd already filled it, which is my bad. But yeah, you just shorted the GU. Awesome, bro. It's fair because there's no. I mean, while there is a setup for long, it's not confirmed yet. Like it would need to break above here for me to go long on it. So, you know, you're perfectly within your reason to short here because it is like a resistance level. It's a bit of a ceiling at the minute. It's high of the day, so I wouldn't be surprised if it continues down. At the same time, looking at the stock markets, I do think that it will continue up. Ooh, we just had a tank in the US 500. Never mind. So if the US stock markets will continue like this, we should see some dollar strength and we should see shorting on the pound, as you mentioned. So, you know, good on that one. I only just looked at it again. So, and like before when I looked at it, it wasn't like this. It literally just tanked. So on the stock markets, on the US 500 and the US 100, like they've tanked very, very quickly. So I'm expecting to see dollar move up if it continues like this. Could just be another fake out. This has been happening all week, guys. London session has been brutal. I'm not going to lie to you. It's just been rangy and spiky and stuff. So that's why it's important not to expose yourself to too much risk. Too much. Okay, pound is incoming. I am interested to see how this will move up. So I may buy this if it breaks above here, of course. I want it to break above here. I would be more than happy to take the longs. Remember, bear candle, bull. We have a bear candle which attempts to rebalance, it fails. Now we need the body break. The euro is moving up with it. So the Aussie is wicking to the low. The Swissy is moving down. The CAD is moving down. So I think it could be a very, very good setup. Just the only thing that isn't really agreeing is the stock markets. It's a bit odd. Okay, here we go. I will take a long there. I'm going to put my stop at the book. And I'm going to take this to here. So about 9 pips. Something like that anyway. But I will reevaluate the trade at 5. Or it may be a loss. It doesn't really matter, like I say. How many units do you buy at a time? Well, I mean, in this case, it's 0.3, right? Because I've severely reduced my risk because I'm quite low on the account. I want to stay in the game so I can show you guys the strategy, you know, and not my mistakes that I make all the time. But, you know, mistakes are going to be made, especially by a guy like me. I'm not the best trader. So, yeah. We're in the UJ buys at the minute. I mean, I would like to get out break even on them. This was a mistake. But the pound is a valid setup for me because we have a bear candle, we have a bull, which comes straight after, which takes the body high. So then our line is drawn, and then the bear candle, which attempts to rebalance, it fails. Then we have a break of it, and so it continues through. And if you guys want to join the Discord and you want to know, join us here. Remove those gray boxes. Which gray boxes are you talking about? You took a long on the euro. The euro is a good setup, I'm pretty sure. There was a setup here, which but it was just too small for me to take. It wasn't definitive. Is anyone in GU longs? Okay, perfect. I was just wondering if any of you were in any trades. Yeah, the euro was a trade as well. I didn't take it, but it was too small for me to take. Right, back to YouTube I go. See you guys. Went long on the GU. We did hit the 5 pip take profit. Well, I mean the 5 pip, like to the pip literally. I should have got out, but like I said, I'm going to hold it just because I want to see where it goes. I will slightly reduce my stop, just because I know that the market is a bit rangy at the minute. It's a bit choppy, so I don't want to take too much risk on it. I will reevaluate, like I say, when it gets to 5 pips, if it gets to 5 pips at all. Generally, like I say, I told you guys before, when it gets to 5 pips, I usually just get out in like 90% of cases. Just because 5 pips is sort of the sweet spot, generally, for this strategy anyway. But I usually evaluate when it gets there, and if it just continues going, then I'll leave it. And if it sort of rejects, like even a little bit, I'll get out. But I wasn't looking at it while I was doing that, so I'm going to hold it. UJ is messing about as well, but I still feel like the pound should continue going. To be honest, anyway, like I'm fairly confident, but same time, like I say, anything can change. It's just the valid is technically. The setup is technically valid, and the stock markets are in favor of where the move is going as well. So I'm quite happy with it. Swiss is just falling out of the sky. And yeah. AUD setting up. Yes, AUD is setting up actually. I don't really want to take it just because I'm not a massive fan of the AU. It's quite slow for me, but it is a technically valid setup. Like very valid. Very valid. Remember, guys, if you guys want to join the Discord and join us live every single day in the London session and learn the strategy for free, join us in the Discord here. It's free, like I say, and you'll learn a lot from the great minds that are in our group. If you are struggling to verify yourself, just let me know and I will verify you myself. There you go. Okay, I will get out now. Oh, come on. Probably just reduce my take profit. Looking at I'm just evaluating the stock market at the same time. The stock market's a bit bouncy at the minute. Dollar is moving down. Okay, yeah. You know what? I think I'll hold because the dollar is moving down for a bit. Just for a second. Have a look at the 1 minute really quickly. Yeah, that's fair. It's moving up quite strongly, to be honest with you. So if it continues moving like this, I will definitely hold. If not, if I see any kind of false moves, I will get the hell out, because there's no use in holding through bullshit like this, especially in markets like this. With the London session has just been terrible for me. Well, not terrible, but just sort of like really rangy, and I end up just doing nothing. Like yesterday was an okay day, but the day before that was just, I literally maybe took like 2 trades, if anything. Not even 2, I think it was like 1. Not on this account as well, like on a different one, but I did nothing, pretty much. Right, I'm going to get out now with 7 pips. So, I'm going to explain the trade to you guys. Hopefully you guys have got out as well, for all of you in the trade. I'm out of the pound. Kind of want to get out of the UJ, but unfortunately, I am still waiting for this idiot to let me get the hell out. But hopefully you guys made some profit on that. Let me just tell you about the trade really quickly and why I got in. So, we had a bear candle, number 1. Bear candle. We have 4 steps to success. Bear candle, candle change, a failure to rebalance, body break entry. So we have a bear candle, followed by a candle change, which is the bull candle, which takes the body high. So that draws our line there. We have a failure to rebalance because this bear candle prints, and this bear candle does not close below. So that shows the market wants to continue, okay? And then we broke above, step number 4 is we break above the body of the bear candle, and then we broke above this resistance over here as well, which added strength to that. And once it broke through, I knew it was great. So we just moved through, and that was an easy 7 pips for all of us who got in. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys there. And if you want to join the strategy, so you can join the PropSense Discord server to take more trades like this, join us every single day in the London session. We're always live, and we will do our best to help you. Okay. But there you go. That was a good trade. Let me know if any of you guys made some profit on that, and hopefully you did. And Bob's your uncle. Got 7 pips on GU. What do you mean? No, I'm talking on YouTube, bro. Everyone on YouTube seeing me. Just gotta keep everybody happy. I should lie in my bed, shouldn't I? I really should. God damn. Right, I'll be back in just a minute, guys. Right, UJ came back to break even again. I need to get the hell out of this stupid shit, bro. I'm gonna call it a day there, you know what I mean? I'm just, you know, not have to worry about this bullshit that we're going through. I am tired, guys. Is anybody else tired, bro? Just put me out of my misery, you know what I mean? Christ. But yeah, let your friends know, you know what I mean? Just bring them in. If you're struggling with trading, if you're having a good time with trading, whatever it is, we've got talented individuals in the Discord server, and we're getting a lot of support from you guys. And we love the knowledge, man. We love the knowledge. And like I say, if you want to know what it's actually like within a bank, the guy who teaches the strategy, Cam Hawkins, TRADINGNUT, he knows him personally and can vouch for him and can say, look, this guy knows his shit. So if you want to join and you want to meet him and you want to talk to him, join the Discord, bro. I'm telling you, for free, it's the best that you can get. I promise you. You will get a ton of value out of it. GU continues to fly, and it's going to our take profit. Well, I mean, it would have went to our original take profit. This is what I mean by if it just continues going. It just boosts through, and it'll just keep going. But the reason why, like I said, that I thought that it would continue going up is because if you look at the stock markets were going up at the time, and the dollar index was moving down. So I was like, okay, so the pound must just continue going up in that case. Very, very simple, like I say. But once you get to grips with the market knowledge and the intermarket relationships, you'll get it. But yeah, once I get out of this trade, I'm going to call it a day, guys. We are leaving on the Discord server. Okay, there we go. Right, so looks like we're about to end soon. I'm going to get the hell out of this trade. And, you know, we'll go about our day if UJ finally moves above my fucking trade entry. Because, look, it's just going into a range at this point. You just fucking hate it when it does this, don't it? Like, the trade just, you enter a trade and it just moves into a range and you can't do anything. And then, you know, a lot of people, when they're on their own, they'll just buy here and they'll sell when it goes down. The next set they buy, and then buy when the next set they sell and stuff. So, you know, this is the type of shit that gets you fucked up. So you don't want to, you don't even want to. Thankfully, you guys are here to keep me on check. You know what I mean? So if I do anything stupid, you guys can fuck me up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll be gone soon. Your super long GU, awesome. I was in the GU longs and we all took them. Hopefully, you guys took them as well. And I got my 7 pips out of that. Whoa, did you see that? So it just came right to where my take profit would have been and it just reversed. So there you go. There you go, my friends. Me friends. Shit, I just missed it again. Right, I'm so tired, guys. I just want to go to sleep, so I'm just waiting for you, Jay. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a stream there. I'm going to end it there. It's Friday, you know what I mean? Go enjoy your Friday. We made some profit today. I'm going to be getting out of UJ as soon as it hits my break even, which it should do. And I'm going to call it a day there. So if you guys want to join the Discord, like I say, and you want to take some more good trades like us, like we do, there's so many better traders in there than I am. And you want to learn the strategy for free, join us, okay, on the Discord server. It's free. Everything about it is free in terms of the knowledge, the things that we share, the community, everything is free. And we guarantee you that when you come in, you will have a lot of fun and you will definitely get a ton of valuable knowledge. Whether you're a newbie trader, whether you're not, whether you're a veteran, join us, all right? Right, I'm going to call it a day there. I'm going to see you guys later. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye, and have a massively good weekend. See you later.